There are some people going out and about. Oh, Crocs, great choice, orange Crocs. I love that, love to see that. I have pink ones myself, and black ones. Those are my walking Crocs. And then I have some home Crocs that are pink and I love. What was I saying? Oh, I wasn't actually saying anything. Hello. I want to talk about this today. Do I want to talk the specific books that are in front of you? No. Do I want to talk about the specific authors that are in front of you? No. What do I want to talk about? This bookmark situation. Do you know why there are so many bookmarks in these books? Because those are like, these are all books I've started. These are all books that I'm in the middle of, and these are not even all of the books I'm in the middle of, because a lot of them I got from the library and I just kept track of where I was and gave them back to the library because I was not finishing them anytime soon. These I all started this past month till summer. All of these books I am meaning to finish, all of them. But will I? Yes. Will I do it in the next month? No, not a chance. Maybe some of them. I think Giovanni's Room, because it's such a short book, and because it's a classic, and I have they tend to go faster, especially when they're this short. This I might finish. This I might finish because I was actually like really enjoying it. I had to stop it. I didn't have to stop it. I stopped it for whatever reason. Maybe I was on holiday, I don't know. Maybe it was just crazy at work, I don't know. But I just stopped it, and when I got back to a place where I was reading again, I did not pick it up. I started something else. And then there's this book. It's a collection of short stories. All the short stories in this are interesting. Some of them are amazing. And I am really liking it, but I don't want to be reading short stories anymore. It gives me anxiety because they're not connected. Well, not even that. You would think, like, if you read, I don't know, Tales of the Unexpected by Roald Dahl, they're all disconnected, right? Some of them are connected, like some of them have repeat characters and some of them are completely unrelated. And so my brain throughout is like, is this one of the related ones? Have I seen these people before? Have I not? So this is giving me anxiety. Also because, and that's the thing with short story collections, some of them are like, oh my god, this is so funny and clever. Some of them are like, oh, what the fuck? Like, there's not, you know, can they be, the themes are the same. Can the vibes be, you know, the same? So I don't get jump scared by a 20-page story. But again, I will finish it because it's awesome, it's great, but I don't know when. This one, I was enjoying it too much. And so it was like, oh, I'm enjoying this too much. If I keep going, it will end. What? How is that good advice to have? Like, oh, I'm enjoying this too much. Let me just stop at like 70 pages in a like 400 pages book because it's going too fast. I'm enjoying it too much, and it's gonna end. Then we have this one. I think the main issue was that it's in Italian, and I was not in the mood to read Italian. But I started it when I was in Italy, and then I came back from Italy, and I wasn't in the mood to read Italian anymore. This one, I don't even want to talk about. And then this one, why are there two bookmarks? Okay, no, I think it's, oh, okay. I have no idea why I stopped reading this one, but I remember, again, I was enjoying it. I was truly enjoying it. I said, oh, that's nice. Maybe, I don't know, it was not... That's the issue with being a mood reader. People think that, oh, mood reading is like, if you're happy, you want to read a happy book. If you are sad, you want to read, you know, more dramatic, serious book. If you are yearning for adventure, you want to read an adventuring book. No! Mood reading is like, I think I want to read something that is subpar because I've just read an amazing book, and so I want to read something that's gonna hit a bit less. But then if you start reading something and you're like, actually this is too good, I wanted something subpar, so you stop it. But then because you've read something, like, now you're in the mood for something great because you've just stopped yourself from finishing a great book, but not that great book, something else. There's gonna be, like, you're in the mood for something that's gonna be making you in the mood to finish that other book. But then you start the other book and you're like, oh, this is good. But maybe you finish that book, okay? Maybe you finish that book. And you're like, okay, what am I... Well, this book was okay. So, but now I'm in the mood with something that has just the one protagonist. It's a character study because the book I just finished had, you know, a cast of characters, and I kind of want a palette cleanser. Or maybe you feel like, oh, I haven't read fantasy in a while. Let me go get a fantasy book. But then genre fiction, it's a whole thing, because people are like, oh, you're reading a romance book, so it's just a romance book. Sometimes it's a very, you know, oh, okay, they want to be together but they're not, and then they end up together, or they don't want to be together but then they're forced together and then they end up together. Or sometimes is, you know, oh, and there's a subplot about, you know, two sisters miscommunicating, and, you know, the main protagonist shielding herself from the love that she misses because she thought that she killed her mother, when in reality she just died of natural causes. Like, that's a subplot. That's a when a romance book is written great, it's not just a romance book. And so you're like, I just wanted a silly old romance book, and this is not it. This is actually a great book, you know? It's complex. Being a mood reader is complex. All these books together, the parts I've read amount to over 400 pages. I've read a full book, and then at the end of the month, I don't even have the satisfaction of seeing how much I've read, because I cannot keep track of just the pages I've read. It does not show up. You just can't keep track of the books you've read. And I've read a book, like, this should go towards my reading statistics for the month, but it's not gonna, because it's 7 different books. 7 books. All of this to say that I don't know what to read. But I have over 7 books that I've started. Do I want to finish any of them? Maybe Giovanni's Room, I don't know. But that is why I have a hard time when somebody asks me, what are you reading? Because I don't know. But to be fair, that is actually quite convenient, because I can, like, based on, you know, what I want to talk about. Let's say that I'm talking with somebody that I know reads a lot of fantasy. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I'm reading this short story collection about, you know, spirits in the Malaysian, in Malaysian folklore, and it talks about, you know, the immigration, emigration, diaspora, and how when we go towards, like, to a new country, we bring our culture and so our spirits with us as well. But let's say that I was talking with somebody who is more of a literary fiction type of person. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm reading this book. It's called Sea Change, and it talks about this. It's a very introspective and reflective book about a girl that works at an aquarium and she feels kind of lost. And there is a giant octopus, like I think it's a giant Pacific octopus that is there, and she's been tending to it basically her whole life, and they're about to sell it, and so I don't know because I stopped at 78 pages. I don't know the rest of the story, but I'm guessing she tries to, I don't know, like Shape of Water, run with the octopus or something like that. But you know, it is useful when somebody asks you to talk about what you're reading and you can kind of tailor the reply to the person you're talking to. It's less good when people upfront ask you, how many books have you read this book? And you have to say none, but technically like a third of 4 books. And that's not a reply. Like, what am I supposed to say? No, I have not read any books this month. Or like, I've read 1 book this month, but I started 5. It's not nice. It's not nice. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I just wanted to rant because I just realized how many books I'm in the middle of. And I'm about to just... I DNF so many books as well. So I would say, oh, just you know, get rid of them. You clearly don't. No, these are the ones that I want to finish. These are the ones that I know I want to finish because I was enjoying them. And then there's a whole pile of books that I do not want to finish, but I still read like 50 pages of them. And like I read, but I have nothing to show for it. I have nothing to, like, because of course I cannot have an actual discussion, or I cannot recommend in good conscience any one of these books because I've not finished them. What if the last 50 pages suck so bad? What if there's something so boring in the middle of it that I'm like, oh, you really shouldn't read it? Like, I wouldn't know, so I cannot talk about these books. And you know what's gonna happen? I'll probably, find another one of like a book that I have not read in like 5 years and just reread that. Why? Because I already read it. And so y'all, I don't know. But yeah, this is my life at the moment. I hope everybody's doing great, and I hope everybody's being, happy in their reading and just their life in general. But yeah, don't ask me what I'm reading. Ask me what book do I want to talk about, or tell me what you're reading so I can start it and put it on my never-ending pile of currently reading books. But yeah, see you next time.